Welcome back to EVE Online once again, everyone. I'm Capely's Games, and today we have another level 4 mission for you. Another new one for you, not a new one for me. I've run this lots of times before, but this is the first time I'm recording it. This is the Blockade. It's in this system. It pays 1.24 bonus and 900,000 in agent pay and just under 4,000 loyalty points. So again, it's considered quite a difficult one.
Warp drive active.
It's against Sancha's nation, so it's EM, so Mjolnir missiles again.
Warp drive active.
Now this mission can be tricky. It starts off with a small number of NPC, and one of them that you shoot is the trigger for the next wave, and then one in that wave will be the trigger for the next wave, and so on and so on. There are many waves in this mission. If you accidentally hit all the triggers, then you can end up absolutely swamped. And a lot of the ships in this are elite cruisers and elite frigates. So the elite frigates will warp jam and kill your drones, and the elite cruisers will have a heavy amount of E-war of whatever type that faction does. Okay, stasis tower first thing to die, and then we'll kill the destroyers. So you don't like being webbed, it's not funny. Right, there they go. It's best to sort it by name, because usually, not always, but usually the NPC with the highest bounty is the trigger for the next wave. So we think that's going to be the Centus Overlord. We shall soon see. We shall very soon see. The NPCs spawn all around this pirate Stargate. They spawn here and over here and over here and way over here. It's quite a good mission to snipe. You probably will be doing that. We'll probably just go straight upwards. This mission is really annoying when it's Gurist us because of the jamming. I mean, you can always target whatever ship is jamming you, but you can't target anything else. So you'll be forced to kill all the elite cruisers with their insane resistances and have to just put up with the battleship damage in your face until you get that done. With Serpentis, it's even worse because they use sensor damps, and sensor damps we haven't encountered too much, luckily, because they cut down your targeting range and drastically increase your targeting lock times. So you can end up not being able to target further than pretty much the end of your own ship, and it'll take over 2 minutes to target a frigate. Damping is really evil. There's no real defense to it other than fitting lots of sensor boosters. But even then, it will still affect you really badly. But luckily we are just fighting Sancha, and they'll try and weapon disrupt us, so that's fine. You can track and disrupt all you want. I'm using drones and missiles. I don't care about track and disruption, not one bit. Angel Cartel, I'm not sure if they have a version of this, but if they did, they would be using target painters to make our signature radius larger, so we take more damage from everything. That can be quite nasty in large amounts. This mission can take quite a while, so keep an eye on the time. Lots of really high value battleships in this mission, and elite cruisers and lots of waves. Things that are not easy to kill. But I'm pretty sure we'll get an astounding amount of bounty and probably an astounding amount of loot from this mission, so that's always good. Let's see if our theory is correct. If he dies and nothing else spawns immediately, then this guy is the trigger. And our survey says, yes, good. Excellent. Resist 71, 62. Again, ideally they'd be over 70. We might end up doing that. Once I get enough skills to get rid of this coprocessor, we could probably get either another passive version or something else. Anything to boost up the resistances a little bit more. If you notice just one NPC shooting at us, the tank is only very slowly going up. Okay, We want these guys to die next, or do we? No, we want these guys behind us. These ones down here are all the elite guys. Oh, that's fine. The drones worked that out on their own. Here comes the tracking disruption. We don't care about that, luckily. And nobody please remind the developers that the weapon disruptors don't affect the missiles. Because there is a missile tracking disruptor that players get, but it was a module that was only added a little while ago. So obviously none of the NPC have been upgraded with it. Please don't remind the developers that they forgot. Hey, that is an elite guy, I can tell by his name. And so is the beast actually. Let's just shoot him. And then reload. Let's check out his resists. Yeah, look at this. Pow, way over 70. I mean, even his lowest one is 73.75, which is quite scary, but our drones seem to be chewing him up just fine. That's good. And luckily the battleships are over here, so hopefully one of these will be the trigger and not any of this that we're shooting at, because that would be horrible. Again, this one's elite, but 202,000. We've seen battleships that are worth less than that in other missions. All these ones here are elite, and all these ones down here are elite. I want to shoot this stuff at the bottom first, then we'll work on this lot. So far so good. Right, you kill that, then that would... Nice shooting, guys. Yeah, it was only the destroyer. Right, kill that, and then get on this hellhound. We'll slug our way through the juggernauts. So we're thinking and hoping that this Centus Overlord is the trigger, so we'll leave that for last. This is only the first reinforcement wave. I think there's 4 or 5 in total, something insane like that. Now we're chewing through these elite guys, no trouble at all. 281. We probably don't even have all these guys on this, or do we? Loyal Hellhound, okay we do. Loyal Slaughter, yes we do. Royal Execrator, yes we do. Royal Juggernaut. Okay, we don't have the Loyal Juggernaut. How much is it? 213. It's the cheapest of them, so we'll just, whoops, drag him into place down here. Right, you go into our little database. There you go, thank you. Mutant Lord, Savage Lord, Overlord. Yep, got all them. Here was another one. We've been very lucky in that we haven't had to move yet. I think we will fairly soon, because I think our tank is about to take a bit of a hammering when these battleships get in range. And if we were a turret-based ship, we'd be in deep poo, because all the tracking disruption, or the weapon disruption, cuts your range as well as your tracking. So that'd be bad for laser ships. You don't really want to have to get in close. Okay, that's why the tank's holding so well. I wonder why the tank was doing so well, because they're only shooting EM at us, so the reactive is on 60% EM, so our EM resist is 83%. So only 17% of the damage they're actually firing at us is making it through our resists. And obviously our still really crappy enduring armour repairer is able to keep up with it just now. This is nice, isn't it? No, they do 72-28. So are these guys the... No, 50-50. 50-50. Not sure why the reactor was saying only EM, but it seems happy with it. And I'm happy with it. Yes, you can shoot the Mutant Lord. And I shall reload my missiles, and then I'll hell white. Okay, I think we're seeing this No, why is it not moving? It's still on 60. Weird. I mean, they are firing red lasers, and that makes me think that they're radio, which is just EM. Is the game trying to tell me that they actually changed their crystals? Don't believe that for a second. But if it works, it works. I'll take it. And hopefully when he dies, the DPS will drop off a bit, because he's sitting really close. Still saying 60. Even though it says that they deal 50 EM and 50% thermal. So according to this stat, this should be changing to 30-30, and it's not. And the armour warning at long last. It's not bad. Got right to the end of the first reinforcement wave without moving a millimetre. And this guy's close to dying anyway, so the tank should be okay. Die, you swine, die. Come on, drones. Hey, there we go. And on to the next Savage Lord. So that one was not the trigger either. Hopefully, this guy will not be the trigger. The tank's only just holding steady now. I think it's very, very slowly creeping up. Or even if it's very, very slowly creeping down, it doesn't matter. After this guy dies, it will definitely be going up. And hopefully it will repair itself back to a decent state before the Overlord dies. With that in mind, they might just not fire missiles at him. So this is one of the bizarre cases where you don't actually want to kill this single remaining NPC too quickly, because you're kind of wanting your tank to regen a little bit before the next wave arrives. Yeah, the tank's moving in the correct direction now, so we'll just let the drones chew away on him. We'll save some money. We'll spend the time it takes him to kill him repairing the armour. Might just be worth $1 million. No, 881,000. Reactor's still at 60%. Yeah, the armour's going up. That's good. The annoying thing about this mission is that because of the distances involved, the wrecks are spread out in a huge area. All the way over here. We might have to move the Noctis, which is annoying. But we can live with that. Well, the tank didn't quite repair as much as I hoped it would. Hey, he's dead. Okay, we have a monster. I have a horrible feeling that this guy is actually the trigger, even though he's the least expensive of the bad guys. I don't know why, I've just got this horrible feeling that this guy is the trigger. But I did say it's not always the NPC with the highest bounty, it's just usually. And get these elite frigates, because they are elite. Sentinel Savage, do we have this? No. Loyal Savage is 22.5, we'll just drag it down. No, that's fine, he can stay there. No, this one please guys. No. We're going to knock this one off, because it's the one that's in the middle of the value. And then we'll kill this one. And then we'll see if we're right. Either way, we've got 50-50. We've left the highest bounty one over here, and this one here, which I suspect is the trigger. So if we get rid of this middling one first, then we've got a 50-50 chance of spawning the next wave. Okay, bring the wardens back in, put the curators out, and kill this guy. Let's see if my nagging suspicion was correct. No, I was incorrect. That's not like me. Oh yeah, I know you're missing, you're out of range. We'll leave the curators out and we'll put the range script in here and then I'll hit. They're starting to hit anyway because he's coming a bit closer, but we'll just help them out. This is also a ship that players can own. It's the Sancha Nightmare battleship. It gets huge bonuses to laser weapons and shields. I know it's a strange mix, lasers and shields, but that's how Sancha work. Oops, not that, this. Just have a look. Nightmare. Here it is. We still need, well, we can fly it in 23 hours if we get Caldari Battlecruiser 3. See, it's a mix of Amar and Caldari skills. The Caldari bit is where the shields come from, and the Amar is where the lasers come from. Traits, 30% bonus to afterburner velocity bonus per skill level, so it's up to 150% faster afterburner. So they're pretty fast ships. 7.5% bonus to large energy turret tracking speed per level. So it's another huge amount, 37 something I think. No, I want you to kill the frigates, these ones. And the roll bonus is 150 straight bonus to large energy turret damage. It only has 4 turrets, but 150%. So multiply 4 by 1.5. You get 6, so they have an effective 6 turrets. No, you multiply by 2.5, sorry. So they have an effective 10. Well, I think it's safe. Oh, see, now we have an issue. Because there's 4 guys that are all worth 881, and this guy worth 768. So I think this guy on his own is the trigger. Once again, I think we're being cautious, but that's the name of the game. Right, let's kill this elite cruiser, and then we'll kill these 4 down here, and then this one. I can't believe we haven't moved at all since we warped in. This is insane. This never happens. I think El Tanko is working absolute wonders. If you remember previously when we were fighting Sancha, we'd do 1 EM hardener and 1 thermal hardener, and our resistances would be something like 67, 65. So now the reactive actually knows exactly how much EM is being dealt, so we're now on 83.45. That's why it's keeping pace with 5 battleships shooting at us. And yeah, most of them are missing, look at this. I think the only one that's hitting us is the Beast Lord. All the others are missing. But they are closing range, so I'm sure they'll end up hitting us at some point. And Battleship actually repaired some of his armour. He just got a little... Yeah, he is repairing a little bit, but we're keeping pace. It's not like the Triglavians in Abyssal Space, luckily. These guys will not repair each other. If they did, it would be an absolute nightmare. Well, they are nightmares, but... their ships are nightmares, but it would be a disaster if they wrecked each other. You get that in anomic missions. Again, that's usually between 1 and 3 supremely tough NPC, and they will remote repair and do all kinds of ECMing on you and damping. And they hit like trains as well. They're absolutely brutal. Right, I think it's time to put these onto a tracking speed script. This module is so slow, changing scripts takes forever. And okay, it's done. Change script, activate. Okay, so the one we just killed was not the trigger. Is this guy going to be the trigger? No. Good. Don't shoot the Beast Lord. Shoot this guy. Should have reloaded. Well. I think if you're going to fit a nightmare, you'd end up with probably a shield tank, an afterburner, and pulse lasers, probably with conflagration large or scorch. Not that I'll be doing that. I like having all 4 damage types and super long range and micro jump drives. Damage output is good, tanks good, ammo levels are good, drones haven't been attacked by anything. Well, it's all going rather well. Well, that guy wasn't the trigger either. Okay, let's see if I was right. If we get no trigger when this guy dies, then I was right to be suspicious. Okay, he wasn't the trigger. I was right. I was right to be suspicious of this battleship escorted by 2 elite frigates. So as I said, it's not always the NPC with the highest bounty, just usually. If we killed him before these 4 battleships, we'd have him to deal with, these 4 battleships, plus whatever else spawned. Yes, in the previous wave there was a single battleship that spawned with 2 destroyers, and I was suspicious of him, but it turned out to be the one that was over here. So on that particular occasion, it was the highest bounty. In this case, it wasn't. Okay, let's see what spawns now. Lots more frigates. Overlord, Overlord, Dark Lord, Tyrant. And they're all in one big group. Come on, target, 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 target. Dark Lord, Overlord. Right, I think the 2 Overlords first. Then the Dark Lord, then the Tyrant. I think that's where that belongs. Yes, indeed. Good. Okay, tank is taking a bit of a hammering. These guys are hitting us hard. Yeah, we're not going to be able to stay here. Let's go upwards. Yes, we're actually moving for the first time in this mission. Because these are all high value. Usually the higher the bounty, the more damage they deal. And as with everything in EVE, that comes with lots of caveats and exemptions. And okay, we've moved way out of range. Whoops. Well, that's fine. We'll reload the missiles and let the tank catch back up and wait for them to drift back into range. Oh, we wanted to kill the Overlords, didn't we? This one's within drone range, so we'll let the Wardens have a crack. No, he's within drone control range, he's not within drone weapon range. Even the Wardens are going to need the range script. That's not often that happens. Yeah, see, these closed 5 kilometers on us already because they're nightmares, and nightmares have afterburner bonuses. Right, so we want to leave the Tyrant till last. He's not even in targeting range. It's fine, you can repair your shields, we'll deal with you later. But at least they're back to missing us now. Gives us a little bit of time to maybe kill the 2 Overlords before we nip back down here. Just arrange our target queue as we wish. I should have told you, you can just drag and drop things and form different... Yeah, I told you about the different rows before. The long travel time in the missiles. I did change the overview a bit so the drones weren't surrounded in huge green, neon green boxes. They've just got the green star. Okay, armour's fully repaired. Shield is beginning to repair itself. That's good. Onto this guy again. Okay, onto the Dark Lord. Almost into the 1 million ISK plus in battleships. Can't remember if this is the final wave or if there's another one to come. I think there might be another one after this. Now either the reactive armour hardener is broken, because it's been locked on 60% EM for about 20 odd minutes now, or these guys aren't actually firing thermal at us at all. How long have we been going? 14:30 is when we warped in, so it's been 32 minutes now. I told you this is a long mission. Some missions we have looted and salvaged in about 25 minutes. 32 in, we've still got 2 ships to kill, and maybe another bunch after this, and then we've got to come back and salvage it all. Lots of wrecks with things in them though, which is nice to see. Right, good. He was not the trigger, so I think we're back to either this is the last ship in the mission, or this is the trigger for this wave. Let's reload and then fire. I think using the micro jump drive was the correct thing to do. Our shield's almost up at a quarter. Okay, that was the final guy. Well, that was relatively painless, wasn't it? Because we use missiles and drones, we're completely immune to this faction's E-War, which is hilarious. So we can just let him and shoot him. Or shoot him and let him, I should say. Trust me, if we ever do this mission in another type of space, which we're not going to do on this character, but I could show you on my main. The Serpentist version of this is an absolute disaster area. It's terrible. I hate it. Hey, complete mission. Oops. Over enthusiastic and grabbing the Noctis. Oh, almost a 10mm bounty tick. Almost. 9.5. And then that's the 2 million from the agent. So we'll see what the second bounty tick will be, because that will not be all of it. Nowhere near.
Warp drive active.
Well, that's pretty damn good. 15.6 million-esque. A whole bunch of laser crystals. Lots of tags as well. Good stuff. Okay, so 15.6 million in loot, 2 million in agent pay, and about 18 in bounty. So this is a really lucrative mission. I mean, that's what, 20 mil? All told? Over 20 mil? 9.5 plus 8.8 plus 2, yeah, it's about 20. 20 mil from that, 15.6 from this, so this is a 35 million
Docking
mission.
permission requested.
In 45 minutes. Pretty good going.
Docking request accepted.
$9.8 worth selling. Another 4.7 from salvage worth selling. No missiles. Lots of laser ammo. And all this gets melted down. Only 2 bits of side round this time. Oh well. More is more. Right, so that was the Sanchez version of the Blockade level 4 mission. Hope you come back for the next one, and I hope you're enjoying this series. Until then, take good care of yourself, and I will see you very soon.